As a straight guy. What's the gayest thing you've done? Lost my phone. Thought my friend took it because he had a bulge in his pants. Grabbed said bulge. Handful of dick. That's my penis, sir. I'm a professional body piercer. I touch other dudes' dicks all the time. Went to tuck in my homie one night. Tripped over a shoe and my mouth landed on his dick. Hate when that happens. I used to joke that I'd make out with a guy to make homophobic people uncomfortable. Well, at a house party with some friends, I have my arm around a gay buddy of ours. My friends start teasing me about my joke. My friend and I look at each other. Leaned in for the kiss. And it happened. Tongue and all. We all had a good laugh. Great house party. Miss those times. I've probably seen more dicks in person than most other men thanks to the military. I pissed and shitted on your mom. Went to see, I now pronounce you, Chuck and Larry, with a buddy and his friend. His friend was sitting between us. It was that really high tension scene in the courthouse where they're about to kiss. And he put his hands on our thighs. My buddy immediately shoves his hand off. I grab his hand and bring it up my thigh. He retracts his hand and freaks out. I found out later he's actually gay. Turns out I out-gay chickened an actual gay guy. Kissed a dude. I guess. Or if you think that sitting in a hot room with a bunch of naked sweaty dudes is gayer, then that. Sauna. I'm Finnish. Once tried hugging a bro goodbye and we ended up making lip contact for more than a second by accident. Did not mind it. Handsome fella. Tender kisser. Bugged his GF about it for the next 3 years. I had a legitimate sexual attraction to a male professor in college. It was weird. I sort of realized what I was feeling when he told our class his wife and left him, and immediately I thought yes. LMAO. Did you try your luck though? Once. My friend group decided to skinny dip and play truth or dare. The girls wanted to see how far us guys would go, so they kept daring us to do shit like make out, touch each other's dicks, etc. For me personally, I made out with another guy. And one of the guys kissed my dick. I'd say that's pretty far to go for all of us. We're all straight. Those girls fucking cracked the truth or dare code. Man. I gave a guy a hand job. Did he also have an affair with your wife and want to marry your underage daughter that he abducted in plain sight once? My wrestling team and I used to have group nap sessions where we would use each other as pillows. LOL, my high school team did this too. The heavyweight would lay on the mat and we'd all have our heads on his belly in a circle. So comfy. Two guys were talking to each other and I walked past them and said, "Look at you cuties," and kept going. Don't know why I did it to this day. This one is especially funny for me to picture for some reason. My friends and I were all in a bathroom together. And we were really hyped up for some reason. And we showed each other our wieners. Oddly enough, I think it made us better friends. I had a gay roommate and he was the funniest person I have ever met. Just a character. One night we were home alone. We lived with 2 other people and we gave each other facials, clay mask, and listened to music in the bathroom. You definitely needed those later parentheses. I was curious what it would be like to suck a dick. Turns out I'm still straight, LOL. Yeah, I've wondered the same thing, like what does the dick feel like in my throat? I feel the same. I'm not attracted to dudes like romantically. As in, I could not see myself dating a guy. But the idea of sucking a dick doesn't seem bad. Got a BJ from one of my best friends who is gay. Nothing like getting a BJ from a guy to realize that you are definitely not even bisexual. But after 2.5 year dry spell, a BJ is a BJ. Did you cum in his mouth? I once wrote a long romantic text for a girl who I slept with the night before. Romantic, mind you. Rather than sexy. Then I accidentally texted it to a buddy. The text had no context specific to her. Not even the sex of the recipient. I didn't notice until the next day, at which point I had to explain it to him. I wish I still had it. She's now my wife. I once meant to send "I really wanna fuck you right now" to my girlfriend at the time. Accidentally sent it to a friend. He just replied with "You're gonna have to buy me dinner first, lol. I'm gay, and some of you guys did much more gayer stuff than I ever did, haha. In college I smoked some weed with my neighbor in the dorm. I got so high that I had a panic attack, and to calm me down he basically had to cuddle with me and then put on Animal Planet. I cried watching Olympic figure skating. In the 60s. I made love to many women. Often outdoors. In the mud and the rain. And it's possible a man slipped in. There would be no way of knowing. Beat a gay dude in a game of gay chicken. Not my proudest accomplishment. Also doubles as the dumbest thing I've ever done. When I was like 7, I was wrestling with a guy at school and my head got buried between the dude's crotch. I took the opportunity and bit. He was in a lot of pain and confirmed I did just bite the cherry. I went home and asked my parents if I'd get pregnant. Well, did you get pregnant or not? Don't keep us in the dark. I honestly thought I was bi for a bit in high school. Sucked a few dicks. Wasn't bad. Went on Craigslist. Met up with some dude. Took it in the ass. Realized at that point I was 100% not gay. Was a champ though and let him finish. A lot of gay dudes don't like taking it. There's still hope, maybe you're just a top. While looking at houses for sale online with another straight guy friend, I commented that crown molding is just too ostentatious. We had a good laugh and blew each other. My girlfriend's brother and I were dared by her and his girlfriend to kiss each other. We did it 3 times just to mess with them. Spent a lonely, hot and muggy night in my underwear drinking mojitos and watching HBO Girls. While eating M&Ms and sewing buttons on my camel hair jacket. Am gay. This is closest to my life. Well, the first few times I jerked off to gay porn I convinced myself somehow I was still straight. But if that counts. Geez. Blow a few dudes in college and all of a sudden it's gay. It's a double standard. A woman blows a bunch of guys and she's a slut. But I do it and suddenly I'm gay? I shower by candlelight 1 night per week. Self-care. I downloaded Grindr. Stopped being straight. Worth it? I made out with and got a handjob from a fraternity brother of mine. He asked if he could put it in his mouth. At which point I decided I was no longer bi-curious. His girlfriend was not happy with him. Freshman year of college. 2000. Was listening to Candlebox Far Behind with my roommate and I said I love this song. But I like you better. He didn't know the discography of Candlebox and things got kinda awkward until you played a few songs later. My buds and I ate some shrooms and then took our shirts off and starting touching each other's bodies. It wasn't really a sexual thing, it's just that human bodies felt so alien. Does it count if I am gay and have spooned a straight man purely for warmth? Yes, I was little spoon and no one got a boner. Just got a number from a gay guy. I thought I was being nice. On a gayer note, I took a clothed shower with a gay best friend, tripping balls with the lights off. And a disco light. Did the whole lady and tramp spaghetti thing with another dude, except with a chocolate pretzel instead of spaghetti. Caught a dude beating his schmeat in a stall in the school restroom during lunch. Decided to call a friend over, who brought over a group of dudes, and soon enough there was a mob of dudes listening to this kid yanking it, while staring at his moving shadow. Jacked off to a cross-dresser male last night because he was wearing satin and I have stain fetish. I accidentally looked at another man's eyes without saying no homo. When I was 6, I touched my tongue with another boy's tongue on the school bus. I drunk kissed my best friend in front of my GF. She wouldn't talk to me for hours after that. One of my good friends from grade school happens to work with me. And one time I walked into work and said, "How's it going, baby cakes?" My friend looked at me all confused and stuff. I once went on Tinder for a year and fucked more dudes than I can count. But I said no homo after all of them, so it's all cool. In the garage wrenching on my roommate's Audi, not a euphemism after he had a fight with his lady. He says, "Dude. If only chicks were dudes," I knew what he meant. High school in Korea. Much more is tolerable here. Back hugs. Holding hands. Cuddling in general. All good here. In public. No one says a thing because nobody expects anyone to be gay. Bit sad. Strut in front of a packed auditorium on a cruise ship in a bra and heels. I was in a game show and the objective was to impress a female stripper. But still. Well. There is that one time I French kissed tongue and all a friend on a dare. So we both could enjoy our respective GFS making out. Totally worth it. On more than one occasion while drinking I have kissed a friend of mine. Just quick pecks for laughs and whatnot. And also at some parties some of us pulled our dicks out and showed the other couple guys around us and we all laughed and stuff knowing we joke about it. This one time my friend told me a story where there were 4 of my friends and they were hanging at my friend's house. Keep in mind there's one big guy who we always mess with for fun. 3 of my friends held down the big and one of the guys took his balls out and started smacking the big guy's face and rubbing it on him and he screamed out, "Jesus, it's like a knapsack." Poked a guy in the ass with a broomstick while he was on a ladder. This happened the other day. I asked my husband this question. We went completely silent for a whole minute before I said, "Wait. Don't tell me. Military school." And he said, "Yup. Pretty much."